Well, here we are once again, another edition of Man with the Show. I'm Zane, your host. Thank you for just clicking on this video. I really do appreciate that. Also, those of you who have subscribed, also a big thanks to you. Also the likes, the comments, the support. Thank you very much. I mean, we were off for a while. Now we're back again. We're getting stronger, better, faster to the situation. But I'm so glad I'm back doing this again. It is a great privilege to bring these stories to you. I've done this a long time ago in the 80s, into the 90s, and now doing it again on YouTube. You know, it's great for me to do this again. I'm so happy I'm doing this. So today we got two Disney stories. Back a bit, we discussed the opening of the Disney theme parks, Magic Kingdom, and all that down in Orlando, Florida. Now, here's some reports from the Disney Plus channel. And basically, the first one is very good news. Now, Disney, since now with the acquisition of Fox, they own The Simpsons online on there. Now, one of the major things that we had, one of the problems with The Simpsons, and you can ask a major Simpsons fan, was that basically they changed the aspect ratio. Now, the aspect ratio, if you've never seen it, if you don't understand what it is, there are several on there. There's a 16.9 and there's a 4:3, 16:9 and a 4:3 ratio. Basically, older programming, like for example, Babylon 5, Farscape, Lex, older TV shows back from that era, from the 80s, Married with Children, stuff like that, are in a 4:3 ratio aspect. Lately, a lot of these companies have been going back and remastering a lot of these, so you get a full screen 16:9 aspect. Fortunately, some people have gone the cheap way by just stretching out the screen to a 16:9 from a 4:3. But the problem is, when you do that and you do it incorrectly, you lose a lot of the footage around the video itself. Basically, if there's someone to the side, that basically you'll see them in the 4:3 ratio. They're cut out in the 16:9 aspect. And that's what happened with The Simpsons. Basically, a lot of people were pissed off because a lot of the gags were cut off to the side. People complained and all that. Well, here's the good news. Disney Plus has fixed it finally. And basically what has happened is the first 19 seasons of there has been returned back to the 4:3 ratio, which is bravo for Disney on that one. It's about time. So basically, you know, you'll be able to see the original Simpsons episodes in its aspect, the way it's meant to be. I mean, maybe down the line they'll fix it properly and get it back to the 16:9 with everything included in the screen itself. But for now, hey, we're happy with that. It's cropped back to the format, the way it used to be. So that's a good thing for the Simpsons right now. And I know that basically the Simpsons fans are very happy on there. Now, switching gears a bit, but staying on the Disney Channel. We all remember the Solo Star Wars story, which didn't do well. I myself was okay with it. There were a couple surprises on there, especially Ray Park showing up as Darth Maul on there with Kira. If I'm pronouncing her name wrong, I'm sorry. Basically, you know, we know from Rebels and Clone Wars, you know, Darth Maul creates a syndicate, which goes into Rebels itself, and you know, Darth Maul heads it, and you know, there's so much that's going on there. So now here out of Disney, you know, fans have been campaigning on social media, make Solo 2 happen, but it looks like we may not get a movie, we may get a series, which may make more sense. There is talk, Ron Howard, writer John Caston, and Ray Park himself, they've been discussing, you imagine that they do a whole solo series, with Darth Maul in it, Ray Park doing Darth Maul, which would be fantastic on there. And basically, it looks like it may come true on that whole situation, because it's basically they've been stroking the fires. The fans have been wanting it. I mean, like I said, the movie wasn't that great, but I myself, I enjoyed it. It was pretty darn good. Getting this off the wires, it's basically, Disney has a lot of series that they want to work on. Supposedly they want to do an Ahsoka series. They want to do a Boba Fett series. They want to do the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Some of these supposedly are in production right now, or are starting ramping up. We know Dave Filoni is very busy with Mandalorian season 2, season 3. There's a lot going on there. Even though we're in a pandemic situation, some stuff is being done, supposedly. I know some areas are opening up. I know California has been given the green light to open up productions once again. I know some stuff is done in Canada, so I'm not certain if anything's going on in Canada right now. But I know we're getting Mandalorian Season 2 by October, so I know they probably finished up. They're probably in post on there and editing, so they're probably finishing up on that. And we know there's a lot of people getting attached to this. I mean, Tamora Morrison coming back as Boba Fett, we're hearing some others that basically one of the stars from Justified, supposedly he's going on, and we're going to discuss. We have another episode discussing about that, and add on to the story that we brought out about the new casting, Bo-Katan and stuff like that. And there's another casting for Mandalorian Season 2 on there. But it'll be interesting if they go with a sequel series surrounding the syndicates. I mean, they tried to do this with 1313, but I think they'll be easier to get this done. And would there be a Han Solo in it? I hope so. And Chewbacca, it'll be nice to see a series of this nature coming to Disney Plus, and we have to look for it on there. So hopefully we will get it. So comment below. Tell me, are you happy, that the Simpsons first 19 seasons are fixed back in the proper ratio? Are you happy that basically Solo may get a series out of it on Disney Plus on there? Or are you unhappy? Will you rather have the Simpsons at the 16.9, the 16:9 ratio? Or did you think Solo sucked? Some people would say, did not enjoy the Solo movie on there. So comment below, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, across the board, commenting, everything on there. We really do appreciate it. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you again. Have a good one. Stay safe. Stay healthy.